We live in an integrated, unified system. I'm just having a look here, saying the video is reaching maximum. It looks like it's still recording. Because we live in one unified body. You can't attack the liver and expect the heart to be okay. You can't cut off your foot and expect the rest of the body not to feel it. Another myth, nutrients are of no value in healing illness. Whoa, that's a big one. And I've never in my life seen vitamin C completely sold out of all the pharmacies and supermarkets. Money and status will give us happiness. Unless we are constantly busy, our lives are not meaningful. Unless it is measurable, it does not exist. Energy, intention, and awareness have no impact on health. There is only one valid form of healthcare, modern Western medicine. Wow, that's a big one. And economic progress, perpetual growth is a virtue. Perhaps one of the most grotesque myths that COVID-19, this microscopic virus, has shattered. And when myths are shattered, that's traumatic. Because trauma is the loss of our assumptive world. When we lose the assumptions about reality, when they're shattered, that's trauma. So, as the COVID-19 crisis plunges us into a collective trauma, we will need more voices to speak up. We will need more leadership, true leadership from within the human family, from within and from amongst the salt of the earth, the good people of the earth, which is most human beings. Most people are good. Because unless we have this, we are facing the possibility of mass civil unrest and anarchy, especially with the role that the media has played in ramping up fear and alarm. And we're already seeing that in Italy, elements of that dangerous situation, which perhaps can be even worse than COVID-19, the social unrest and anarchy. So I would implore people to take steps to ensure they're not being traumatized, to consciously choose your news sources, to avoid media with a clearly political agenda, whatever the political divide is, limit the amount of media you consume daily, and create islands of security in your immediate environment. Create that niche in your home. Create that those islands of safety and security where you can connect. And because materialism always leads to despair, because we are primarily spiritual beings. And contrast the words I read before that are the wellspring of the materialist philosophy: death, disease, debt, economic crash, foreclosure, insurance, control, surveillance, lockdown. Contrast it with these words: love, faith, charity, gratitude, spirit, mind, joy, love, creation, good, vitality, holy, sacred, hope, guidance. Feel the different resonance? All of these spring from something greater than the material realm, because it is the spiritual that is the bedrock of reality. It is spirit, it is the non-material, which is the substrate of reality and which imbues matter with life. It is the greater which brings about the lesser. The lesser cannot come from the greater. The greater cannot come from the lesser. So what all this means is that the outer world has changed forever. And we have an opportunity to realign our inner world with the type of outer world we want to live in. And those stuck in fear and trauma response as a result of the shattered myths will give up their authority in a post-COVID-19 world. And those who seize the opportunity for a mass human awakening will not, no matter the feared outcomes. Awakening is not social anarchy or disorder, political division, dogma, rigidity, winning arguments, imposing our views on others, but it is reclaiming our spiritual heritage. We are spiritual beings that cannot be fulfilled by only material things. Now, that is not an ideological statement that you have to believe. That is something we all know. Even Richard Dawkins knows that. I'm sure he doesn't treat his daughter or his wife like she's a machine for propagating DNA. Awakening means taking control of our health, living within our means and avoiding enslavement in debt, investing in becoming emotionally mature, healing our inner child, releasing the stranglehold of fear over us, trusting our inner voice of truth and authority more than we do our anxious and racing minds, being humble, healing the wounds that block true intimacy, healing our attachment trauma, creating a microcosm of the world in our world, stepping up, being a leader, helping, having a voice. I really want to thank you for bearing with me for this talk. It's now at 40 minutes. And I wanted to end with a word about the immune system and for you to learn everything you can about it, and to discover the extraordinary healing power of nutrition in allowing this miraculous part of our body to function as it was designed to do. And I'm heartened by the fact that the information about vitamin C is finally reaching the public. The decades worth of public scientific publications that are there to show the enormous power of this nutrient, and that we have brave, courageous doctors like Paul Marik, M-A-R-I-K, M.D., who are using vitamin C to save lives with sepsis patients and COVID-19 patients. And to see how someone like Dr. Marik has been treated by the medical establishment for having the audacity to come up with a treatment for sepsis that saves lives, because it happens to include, amongst other things, intravenous vitamin C, thiamine, prescription medications. But it's look into that if you're interested. Paul Marik's work. So I want to thank you. This has been a very long video, but these are extraordinary times, and it's time for all of us to step up and speak our truth. I want to thank you. I wish you the best. If you're caring for precious children at home, please be gentle with them. Please be kind. Please do everything in your power to ensure that you are calm and regulated around your kids, because we don't want mass traumatization of children because of stressed out parents, which is understandable. When we're stressed and feeling unsafe, it's harder for us to build that circle of safety for our kids. But please look after our precious, precious children, our precious elderly, as much as you can. Keep in contact, follow the laws of the land with visitation, but keep in contact with them. And I wish you the best, and I hope to see you soon to support you even further as we go along this journey together. God willing. Take care. Bye-bye.